This program is brought to you by Emory University.
For Muslims, the idea that is to be fully happy is to lead a life now that will lead to salvation through this world and into the next world. So I guess a better term for it is well-being or salvific living. But the Quran is very clear that happiness in this world, in this moment, is really not the object of life. Rather, you should be living not for your own contentment and satisfaction, but for God's contentment and satisfaction with you. Muslim mystics don't have a different concept of happiness than the Quran, but they have perhaps a distinctive method for achieving that. And their insight is that the biggest obstacle that everybody faces in achieving a happy life and a happy ending to life is the self, or the ego. So they've really focused on understanding the ego, observing it, and overcoming its impulses. If we can control our wants and limit them, and observe our vacillation back and forth between happiness and unhappiness in this world, and withdraw our cravings and desires from short-term goals of happiness and contentment in this world, and focus our energies on a higher quest, that is for well-being that will lead to salvation of the soul in the next world, that is the ultimate happiness. The greatest value of having a dialogue between different religious traditions about the value of happiness is simply for everyone to be reminded that happiness is something that people take for granted and they assume is part of their own tradition and their own routine. But very often they lose sight of the deeper psychological or devotional insights that are required to actually get to a point of deep happiness.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.